I'm your friend Dahir Dictionary. Today I have a good news. Today I have come up with another lesson which is very important for my students. This lesson is easy and helpful. Today what I'm going to talk about is that how do I pronounce the letter G in English? Although sometimes the letter G has J sound and also it has G sound. How to or when do I pronounce the letter G sound and when do I pronounce the letter J sound? Today I have a clear understanding that lesson. So, what we are talking about today is how to pronounce the letter G in English. The letter G, as we all know, the letter G has two sounds. Soft sound and hard sound. Soft sound is when the letter G followed by Y, E, and I. Then we pronounce like J sound. When the letter G is followed by O, E, and U, then we have to pronounce like G sound. That's what we are known that the letter G has two sounds, soft sound and hard sound. So, when do the letter G, or when do I pronounce the letter G, J sound, and when do I pronounce the letter G, G sound? So, if the letter G followed by Y, E, and I, then we have to pronounce that word G sound. For example, jam, jam, jam. Good? Okay. Generation. It is generation. 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 Yes. Ginger. 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 So the rule is when the letter G followed by Y, E, or I, then we have to pronounce like J sound. Is that clear? Just you look what's behind the letter G. What's behind the letter G? If what's behind the letter G is Y, E, and I, then you have to pronounce that G into J sound. Even no matter if the Y is behind at the end of the word, like biology, biology, not biology. Okay? Okay, there is also the letter G has G sound. when it's followed by A, O, and U. For example, game, game, game. Here is gen, here is generation, here is ginger, but here is game, because the letter is followed by A. Okay? Go! Go! Not jaw. It's a little strange, isn't it? Yes. Here is gum. Gum, not jam. So, it's clear if the letter G is followed by O, U, and A. You just look A, O, and U. Then we have to pronounce like get sound. If the letter G is followed by Y, E, and I, then we have to pronounce like jet sound. Here is get sound. Here is jet sound. Okay? There is also exception here. There is also exceptions here. What is the exception here? The exception is like, there is exceptions here. They don't follow the rule. They don't follow the rule. Be careful, like here. Here's ghetto. Ghetto. Here is gift. Tiger. Target. And also finger. Okay, be careful with this. They don't. And also give. Okay, these 6 letters or these 6 words don't follow the rule. You don't pronounce like jet sound, although they are followed by I, E, N. So be careful, these are exceptions. So the final here, if the G letter is followed by Y and E and I, then you have to pronounce like J sound. If the G is followed by A, O, U, then you have to pronounce like get sound. There's also one rule here. What about if the G is followed by consonant? Yes. What about if the letter G is followed by consonant? Yes, it's also pronounced like get sound. For example, green. G plus consonant. You don't say dream, but it's green. So this lesson is very helpful. So thank you very much for clicking. And I always like to welcome you whenever I prepare a new lesson. So if you have a question about this lesson, please let me know here down below. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I always welcome you with open air. So thank you very much.